Good morning, students. Today, we'll start a new chapter, which is how do living organisms reproduce. So, let us first of all, we should know that what is reproduction. We all of us are aware that reproduction is the process through which organisms produce young ones of their own kind and multiply in number. We may also consider that reproduction is not essential for an organism to stay alive, as do we have discussed the different life processes like nutrition, digestion, respiration, circulation, excretion, etc. These were the important physiological aspects which are essential for the survival of the living being. In that case, we may say that reproduction is not essential for an organism, or we can say for that particular individual organism to stay alive. But still, reproduction is the most important characteristics shown by all life forms because it is important for the continuation and perpetuation of race. So, let us first of all try to understand about the need of reproduction. We know that reproduction occurs in all life forms due to the following advantages. We may consider it is an important aspect for continuation of life because we know life forms, they are not immortal, but they are able to maintain their existence for millions of years from time of their origin because they produces their copies through the process of reproduction. So we may consider it is an important aspect for the continuation of life upon the planet, without which life would not be possible upon the planet. Second point, preservation of species, because organisms of a species produce many new organisms very similar to themselves, and their number increases generation after generation, so which causes the increase in the size of population and helps in the existence of the species. So we may consider the process of reproduction, it is also essential for the preservation of species. The third point, we may consider it helps in the replacement of dead individuals. So whatever the new individuals they are added to the population, they are helpful in the compensation for the loss by the death. The fourth point, which is very much important aspect, that is role in evolution. So through the process of reproduction, variation in the offsprings, it is generated, and it also helps in transfer of these variations into the offsprings. So thus reproduction helps and plays a vital role in the process of evolution. We know that different member of a species look similar because their basic body designs are similar. It means if all of them possesses the same blueprint for the similar body design and the same blueprint in all the members of a species comes through interbreeding, which is that they have received the hereditary material having some information about body design encoded within it. So this hereditary material is copied and transmitted to the next generation during reproduction through gametes or spores. So the hereditary material maintains the continuity between successive generations, and whereas the gametes forms the physical basis through which the material is passed on to the members of next generation, and reproduction is the means of transmission. Now I'll discuss about whether the organisms, they do create exact copies of themselves. So we know the hereditary material which stores the blueprint of all the body structures and functions is a macromolecule which is called as DNA, which stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, and the informations are coded in the sequence of nucleotides within the DNA. The DNA molecule, it contains all the informations to make specific proteins, which in turn form enzymes to control the chemical reactions within the body. So, these chemical reactions in turn govern the all metabolic activities of the body, and they produce specific characters. Thus, for transmitting the characters to the next generation prior to reproduction, DNA forms its copies which is to be transferred to the newly formed cells. For example, just we may consider, we get the question papers. First of all, what that do we observe? Blueprint is being formed, and with that help of blueprint we can generate the number of questions as we need. So obviously, by the formation of the blueprint, it helps to make the particular paper into number of copies. So what do we can observe? That whenever the individual reproduces, the blueprint has to be also transmitted. So for that process, what do we observe? The important aspect, which is DNA replication. So the DNA, it replicates. The word replication is made up of word replica, which means copy. So DNA along with the proteins, it forms the chromatin, which is present within the nucleus of the cell, and whenever the cell is ready to divide, it condenses to form the chromosomes at the time of cell division, and before the cell divides, each DNA molecule forms its copy. We know DNA molecule is a double-stranded, double helical structure, and whenever it has to be replicated, it has to form the template strand. We have to not study the DNA replication. Now at this level, we'll be studying at higher classes. So whenever the DNA replication has to take place, DNA templates would be formed, and then the copy of the DNA molecule has to be formed. So during replication, DNA forms an exact copy. So as the DNA, it replicates, it tries to form an exact copy of its own. We may observe, just do we have shown the double helical strand of the DNA, and the upper strand we have shown here, it would be acting as a template strand, and through which the newly formed DNA strand is being formed. It is being replicated. So from this particular DNA strand, the newly formed copy of DNA would be formed, and Whenever in the process of replication occurs, the chances are more that certain variations may took place. So these variations are called mutations. So these mutations may be small or large. We may consider mutations any change within the genetic material which is altered to change the appearance, the structural appearance of the individual. We may call it as mutation. So, thus all the reproductive gametes may not carry exactly the same characters, and this mistake in the process of the replication of DNA is one of the fundamental reasons for the origin of variations. So these variations, they are passed on to the next generation through the process of reproduction. Hereditary diseases found in men have arisen due to such changes in the DNA or genes we may come across. So these diseases, for example, we may come across Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, and so many different types of diseases or abnormalities have arisen due to the certain changes which takes place in the DNA or genes. And it means the variations introduced in the DNA at the time of reproduction may be advantageous or harmful or neutral. So as do we have discussed, these variations may be harmful or fruitful or advantageous also. For example, we may consider, suppose within the diagram, a bacterial cell has been shown which has been marked by A. The important feature has been just remarked to understand the concept, means it is able to survive better in the temperature range from 25 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. We know it is a prokaryote, means the genetic material is lying directly within the cytoplasm and it is called as nucleoid. During the process of cell division, when the parent cell it divides into two daughter cells, may what has gone through that the strand B is having the genetic material and it is able to show the same characteristic as compared to the parent, means it is showing the same strand. It is able to survive better within 25 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius of temperature. But in the case of strand C, what do we can observe? Certain variation has occurred. So in the case of strand C, during the process of division, certain variation has occurred due to which it has shown certain change in its survival conditions and that is able to survive from 30 degrees Celsius up to 40 degrees Celsius range of temperature. So we may consider it may be fruitful for the individual. In the case of global warming, we may understand that day by day the atmospheric temperature is increasing. In that condition, the strand of B would not be able to survive. In this case, it would simply die off, it will simply become extinct. Whereas in the case of C, it would be easier for it to increase its number in the coming time. So in this case, we may understand that the variations produced during the process of reproduction may lead to evolution and it may be fruitful also. In some cases, it may be harmful also. So, we may say the accumulation of variations provides suitable characteristics which enables the organisms for better survival. In this case, in the case of this bacterial cell, we may consider that it would be helpful for the cell, for the bacteria, and not only the individual but also in the coming time it will help to increase its number. So such changes which empower an organism to survive successfully in some changed environment are called as pre-adaptations. We may consider the variations which are important for the survival of individuals and for the survival and evolution of new species over the time. So, we may consider that during the process of reproduction, may there certain variations may arise, and those variations may be in some cases would be fruitful, in some cases it would be lethal or harmful, as well as may in some cases it would be neutral. Thank you till so far here. Have a nice day.